Hello everyone, welcome. In this video we are going to talk about again parental care and amphibians. It's the second video. Now we had already studied about various kinds of parental care in Apoda category for amphibia. Now we talk about the Urodela, the group that includes the salamanders and newts. So parental care in Urodela. Now, in some Urodela amphibians, the eggs are very small. They hatch and directly develop into larvae. In those organisms, parental care is not required. So, in Urodelians, actually, very few organisms show parental care. A very few species of population. The reason behind this is that the eggs hatch directly into develop into larvae. So, the parents not really take care of the kids. So now if there is parental care in the few organisms that there is parental care, there are many kinds. The first is protection by nests, which is seen in Salamandrella kieserlingi, which construct a gelatinous bag-like structure. It is attached to an aquatic plant below the water. In this bag, eggs are stored, thus they are protected by the nest. So here you can see it is underwater, picture underwater, and this is some kind of weed, underwater weed plant, and to this a gelatinous bag like structure is hanging around. So this is the gelatinous bag like structure that the Salamandrella kieserlingi constructs, and within these are the eggs. These black ones are the eggs, and when these eggs develop into larvae, then they burst forth through these gelatinous nests and come out, right? So that's the type of protection by nests. Let's see the next slide. So it is autotax, which is also known as climbing salamander. Climbing salamander is the autotax, which lays eggs in a dry hole on the soil or in a hole on a tree. It's a tree, and the parents also live in the hole and protect the eggs and larvae developed from them. So it is a kind of nest building too. They lay their eggs in dry holes on the soil. So these organisms lay their eggs in the dry hole in a soil, kind of makes a nest in the dry hole, in a hole in the soil, on the mud, or on a tree. And in those holes or the nest, the parents also live there and protect the egg and the larva develop from them until they hatch. They metamorphose into an adult, right? So that's that. It's also kind of nest building, like I said. Now, this is the direct nursing by parents. The first type is by parental care by direct nest building. The second type is, of course, direct nursing by parents. So, in this, the first example is Amphibian or Congo eel. The mother will coil around the eggs and protect them. So, this is, I suppose, the mother who is coiled around her eggs there, and she's coiled around there in wet mud protecting her eggs. So it is a kind of direct nursing by parents. The second example of direct caring by parents is Desmognathus Fucus, the Dusky salamander. So the Dusky salamander, I suppose they call it because of its dusky color. The mother will carry the eggs. They are attached around its neck. My god. So it's quite funny. The eggs are attached around his head. I don't suppose how it's seeing its way around, but yeah, the eggs are attached around its neck, the mother's neck. So that's how the parents are taking care of it. So it's also kind of direct caring by parents. So in direct caring by parents, what happens? The parents carrying the egg over the body. Eggs are protected by covering them with their body, right? So the parents, in direct caring by parents, the salamanders or the newts or the organism, the parents actually cover the eggs with their body, or they attach it to some of their body parts in order to protect them, right? So we already saw about a few examples. Now there is male Mantrophyron robusta species covers the egg by elastic gelatinous covering in row. Male sits on the eggs and hold them with forelimbs. I suppose this is the photograph of it, and this is male Mantophyron, who is the eggs are covered in a gelatinous covering upon which it's sitting. Mantophyron robusta is sitting, trying to protect them. We already saw this, the Desmognathus fucus, where the female carries the eggs around the neck and its head, right? So the eggs are coiled around the neck of the female. Quite a burden. So this is we have already studied about this too, and this example will also come under the direct caring by parents. This is Ethiopus. So the apodon such as Ethiopus glutinosa lays eggs in a shallow hole near the water, and the female coils herself around the gelatinous egg mass. So this is a female Ethiopus, and it's coiled around its gelatinous mass of eggs. Let's go to the next slide. And this is the Salamander Congo Eel or Amphibian. We already studied about it. The female lays large eggs in burrows, damp soil, and guards them by coiling her body around them until they hatch. So Amphibian, just like Ichthyophis in a way, has its eggs covered. Now, another example is Salamander Salandra, the European fire salamander. The mother will retain few eggs in its body. It liberates the larva into water. They complete the development in water. That's kind of internal gestation, but not quite, you know. So she'll keep a few eggs inside her body, like what happens in internal gestation, and then when the egg will hatch into larva and the development will be complete, she will liberate them out, right? So that's about Salamander Salandra, the European fire salamander. Now Salamander atra, the European alpine salamander, which the mother keeps the eggs in its uterus. Now she has a uterus. It liberates only the young ones which are complete their metamorphosis. So if we see this again, the difference between Salamander Salandra and Salamander atra, it's very easy to see. So in Salamander Salandra, what happens at the fire salamander, what does the mother retains a few eggs in its body and liberates larva into the water, and they complete their development in water. So that means the egg hatches into larva and the mother lets it out, and they complete the development in the water. While in Salamander atra, the alpine salamander, the mother keeps the egg in its uterus until the young ones are completed their metamorphosis and let the adult one come out. So that's a difference. They let the larva out in the water, while they only let the adults out. This only lets the adult out, and this only lets the larva out into the water. So thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and in the next video we will again study a few examples about the parental care in amphibians.